Hey everybody, what's going on? I hope you're doing well and staying healthy. Well, I just realized recently that it's been a little bit over a year since I got my Build Redux PC back here, and I thought it would be a good time to give an update about how the computer's been for me, what the ownership experience has been like, how reliable is the machine, does it do everything that it's been advertised to do, am I happy with it? So I thought I'd do a quick video just to update you after 1 year on how all of that has been going. So let's get right into it. As a quick recap, I bought my Build Redux system at the end of 2020 and received it in January 2021. I selected the best tier system and added more storage and RAM on top of that. Its main features are an Intel i7-10700K CPU and an NVIDIA 3070 GPU, plus 32 gigabytes of RAM. The Build Redux PC features a Cooler Master PC case, and at least for my Intel CPU, it sports a Cooler Master liquid-cooled AIO. I'll put the full specs down in the description below for those who want to know more. And of course, I'll add links to my previous videos where I talk more about the PC when it first arrived. But in a nutshell, the PC is doing well overall, and I'm still really happy with it. Everything still works as advertised. The computer has been really solid for everything that I do. I do occasionally run into some problems from time to time, but I'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. Performance has been really good. I don't really have any complaints about the speed or the reliability of the PC. I've upgraded a few things like adding an additional NVMe SSD and heatsinks, a GPU support bracket, and other little items. But right out of the box, the Build Redux PC is a great system to start with, and it's really up to you and your needs to see if you need to upgrade it with anything further. Let's talk about pricing for a minute. In hindsight, it was a great investment, and I chose to buy at the right time. I paid roughly $1,800 for this system about a year ago. The same or similar system today would cost probably around $2,300, essentially $500 more. Build Redux does have the 3080 Ti available now for their best tier build, which might have been a better choice for long-term future-proofing, but it does cost significantly more at around $3,000. At the time I bought, the supply of parts was limited, and the 3070 was the best card they offered. Today, it looks like you can even get your hands on a 3090 if you want to splurge and go all out on the build. That's going to set you back over $3,300. For the price I paid and the system I got, I'm very happy. Okay, so now let's talk about the problems I've had. The system has generally been very stable, but of course, every PC crashes sometimes. Most of the crashes I've experienced appear to be software-driven. Warzone in particular has been pretty buggy, and probably the majority of the crashes I've seen are the game bombing and exiting me back to the desktop. Twice now, I've come back to the PC to find it stuck in the BIOS, doing something weird where it can't recognize the boot SSD. Both times, I've found that powering off, waiting a few minutes, and powering back up solved the problem. I will be monitoring that, but it seems to be very infrequent, and maybe related to leaving the PC on all the time for mining. Yes, I'm still mining Ethereum using the NiceHash application, but maybe I should stop that. Leaving the PC on all the time might not be worthwhile just to make $2 a day, but more on that in a future video. I'm sure many of you want to know about the gaming experience. I've been playing mostly COD Warzone in 1440p resolution and Assetto Corsa in 4K. Both run really well. If you are curious about any other games, I can pretty much say no matter what it is, I think the system will handle it quite well if you get a 3070 or higher GPU. Build Redux selects very good components, and it will ensure that you have a great gaming experience. If you want to save a little money, get the better tier system, which comes with a 3060 Ti and I think you'll still get decent performance running current popular games. Unless you're playing exclusively older or non-graphics intensive games, I would not recommend cheaping out and getting the good tier system. You probably want this system to last you several years, and you're going to want at least decent performance, so get either the better or best tier system. And of course, try to get the best GPU that you can afford, because that's going to be a huge factor in gaming performance. What else have I been using the PC for? Well, 4K video editing with DaVinci Resolve, editing photos and illustrations with GIMP, Inkscape, Paint 3D, it's all been good. I briefly dabbled in live streaming to Twitch using OBS Studio. That works really well. And as I mentioned before, I'm doing some crypto mining with NiceHash. I am really pleased with the PC's performance, and I have no regrets about the system. It has been pretty reliable, with the exception of the infrequent crashing issue, which I think is just isolated incidents, but I had to mention it to be complete. I really don't think that I could have asked for more from the system. It has really worked out well for me. If you're thinking about ordering a system from Build Redux, you're probably also wondering how long it will take to ship your order. Well, last year when I had just received my PC, they had a severe backlog on parts, and it was taking a long time to fulfill orders. My system took 7 weeks to be built and arrive. However, it seems like demand and production at Build Redux has normalized, and they are shipping out at normal times now. According to some of the latest reports from the Discord group chats for Build Redux owners, it's taking about 2 to 4 weeks to receive a system. That seems pretty normal and quite reasonable compared to how long I had to wait last year. So in conclusion, everything has been going really well. Build Redux has put together a very good system, and it has held up to everything I've been putting it through in the past year. I think even with the price increases in the past year, it still represents a very good value for the money. One can only hope that prices will come down on components like GPUs and memory, but I wouldn't hold my breath. If anything, prices may continue to creep up, so maybe the best bet is to get your orders in now rather than later. Let me know in the comments below if you have also bought a Build Redux system in the past year. How has it been for you? Any issues so far? I do hear from a few other Build Redux system owners from time to time, and most of the time, when they have any issues, it seems to be something minor, like not being able to control their RGB lighting, or perhaps something coming loose during the shipping process. I haven't had to contact Build Redux's customer support at all during the past year, but from what I've heard and seen, they seem to be fairly helpful and responsive when customers have issues with their PCs upon arrival. If you do order a Build Redux system, be sure to join the Discord server for unofficial Build Redux owners support. I've mentioned it before in my previous videos on Build Redux PC. Contact DommyBomb on Discord or Instagram to get an invite to the private server. So thank you again for watching all of my videos, everybody. I really appreciate you giving me a thumbs up and subscribing if you're interested in these kinds of videos. I know I kind of branch off into two different types of videos that are distinctly very different. Sometimes I do these computer videos where we're talking about tech, and then other times I'm talking about my car hobby and driving and all those kinds of things. So really this channel is just representative of my interests. So hopefully the reason why you're here and watching these videos is that you share similar interests to me and that you're interested in seeing these things that I create content about. But thank you for watching. I've realized that I'm actually getting fairly close to getting about 1,000 subscribers, which is kind of a big milestone for YouTube creators. I don't even know if I can really consider myself a YouTube creator when this is just kind of a side hobby for me. But in any event, thank you all for your support and for watching these videos. I really appreciate it. And if you want to help me try and reach that goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button at the bottom. It helps me out. At least that's what everyone else says on YouTube. I don't really know how that helps me out, but I suppose it will. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, I can actually get some sort of monetization. I don't expect that to be huge. I'll probably make, a few pennies a year, but hey, every little bit counts, and it's really more about the fun of creating content for myself as well as for you guys. So it's just a hobby for me, and I find it entertaining. It's a great way to pass the time. So I'm just going to keep doing it as long as it's interesting for me and hopefully for you. So again, thank you, and I will see you soon. Stay healthy, stay safe. Take care. Man, that's a banger.
Here we go now. Tell me what you really wanna do. Yeah, man. Talk to me, you can talk to me. You look like you can really give it to anyone. I know when you're talking and when you're trying to walk for me, and when you're really trying to put it on the job. Doing it like I never did before for me. The way you break your back and I break your neck, and the way you're trying to put it on the floor for me. Come on, come on, come on.